Pasha Paroh Y Net 7. Thank you for tuning. Tarot files. All right, let's get a little tarot in. Get 5 cards up out of here, and then I'm gonna go hook it up on the computer after we see what they are, and I'll run down the reading for you. Okay? It is the perfect day for you whenever you're getting this. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel, share, comment, let me know how you feel, all that good stuff. Going into the new year, anything on your minds, let's talk about it, all right? Hit me up. All right. First, we got, can y'all see that? Knight of Cups. Don't worry, I'll put it up on the screen for you in a minute. All right, see what else we got here. Oh, Knight of Cups. All right, I'll get it up there for you in a minute. So there's 2 knights. Or excuse me, was that the knight or was that the king? No, that was the King of Cups, excuse me. All right, 3 more. So how's everything going? Yeah. All right, we got the Devil card. Okay. 2 more. The Knight of Swords. Uno más. Uno más. And we have the 6 of Wands. All right. Be right back in a moment with the spreads for you. All right, I'm back. So thanks for your patience there. You know I'm trying to figure out how to give you the best experience I can with the technology I have, with the capabilities I have. Thank you for all who have supported the channel. If you like the support, just cash at me at YNet7. I'll put it in the comments below in the description. Okay, let's go. And let's get into this amazing reading that you got going on here. Okay, so we're going to start with, at the core, right? That's the Knight of Cups, okay? So if you look at the card there, what this is going to be talking about is going to be talking about emotions, love, relationships, vacations, propositions, you know, love, business, all kinds of stuff. So you see you got the roses or the flowers, whatever, the bouquet, you know, but you chilling though. You got your little hat, you know, you got your sneak on, you know, you ain't really got to be all dressed up. It's not a business situation where you uncomfortable. It's not a relationship where you uncomfortable. And you got your ride back there in the background. You ready to go and you just chilling, you waiting, right? Because the messages are going to be on various different reasons and stuff, various different kinds of invitations. You see the letter down there in the bottom right corner of the card there with the little nice, is that a stamp? Is that an official stamp for business or some high level business like back in the day when the kings and queens used to send you that boom and you got that goodness going on for you, you know? Or is it just a love invite, you know? You got a little basket there with some fruits and everything. So people are going to be requesting your help on projects, and it's going to be for a good cause, you know, ultimately. This could actually lead to a partnership. Now, keep in mind, if you get, you know how you get the readings and then you start looking for everything to see what's going to happen. So this is coming to you, but that don't mean that's going to be the only thing that comes your way during this time period. So know that the opposite energies are always busy looking for a way in too. So here's how you're going to be able to tell the difference. What's going to happen is if there's any negative reaction with what you got going on right now, whether it's in you or in them, that could be a sign of like fraud or deceit. Okay, now don't confuse negativity with just not being instant gratification, because actually if there's any sort of like delays or anything, that's going to work to your advantage. It's going to work to your favor. Okay, keep that in mind. So the invitations, new arrivals, it's going to be an instant type of, it's going to be like love at first sight, an instant attraction. The business is just going to be like, yeah, we need you, boom, oh, this is amazing, let's partner up and do this for a long time. It's going to definitely be good news though. Okay, could be a date, could be romantic, it could be business related, but go with your gut, stay with your intuition. You're either going to meet someone with like your same type of superpowers, and or a situation where you're going to have to use your superpowers on that level to, like, maybe make that contract become a partnership in business or something. But go with your gut and stay strong. Okay, and while you're out there, do something good for someone. Okay, let's get the next card up here for you. Okay, so now we're going into the King of Cups now. We're still in the Cups family. Okay, we're still dealing with the emotions and love and the relationships and all that stuff. Your self-love is really important. So think about your friendships and partnerships now. It's kind of tying into, because this is what was going on in the past, because the Knight of Cups was about the core, what was going on at the core of this current situation, whatever that is for you. Okay, so in the past, you got to think about your friendships and your partnerships is what was on your mind. You was ambitious, artistic, you had mentors, or either you were mentoring. So that helps you develop like a good speaker. You had to be educated. You had to educate yourself to go and, do this. So when you're educating yourself, it takes time. You gotta be, you're chilling. You see the card prior to this and this card is both like a chilling posture, relaxed, very like, I'm not in a rush. It's not stressful. You're going to go out there. You're going to learn what you need to learn. You're going to get the material you need to be great. And experiences are going to teach you. Like, he's sitting there chilling with his little starfish and fish. You got a fish on his neck. Again, the ride is right there in the back, but you ain't got nowhere to be in a hurry. So you chilling, right? You got your little nature going on in the water, the sun, the mind and the heart is illuminating and radiating, right? You see, that's where you at. So when you in this type of vibe, you attract like minds, so to speak, So it's romance, all right? Philosophical nature, meditator, right? Mediator, all that good stuff is going to be like going on, is what you've been through recently, and it's setting you up for something great. So at the same time, because of your artistic side and your poetic side, and you got the healing and everything mixture going on, you hard to figure out for most people, because you got that element, but at the same time, don't fuck with you though, right? Because you go, at the same time, you full of vengeance, you full of rage, from that same mixture. Because when you get that higher level of experience, you see the world different, and it starts to at times compress on you. So all that's always built up tension, and you're trying to make sure you stay at peace, because the little things set you off. And like, people think they striking a match and they'll get Hiroshima, totally different ball game than what they were expecting. You're gonna go full military on them, and that, but you want to chill so that they don't have to experience it, right? You have the overstanding, the understanding, you're the alchemist, but wait till you really get, even with what you do know, you don't actually realize how powerful you really are. Okay, so you're chilling, you don't need much, right? You got more than enough for what you need for right now. Everything's comfortable. You got your little boat, you got your little nature, you got your water crown. Okay, so think about the water signs in your life, that and the water. I'm a fan of that being reflective of the spirit of your spirit, right? Your soul, so to speak. So you were really spending a lot of time developing and working on your soul. As you can see, you're sitting in the water. There's water all around you. The sky, the atmosphere has got water in it. So I really think that you're just really went into yourself, right? And you found yourself, and that's why you're chilling. So see the mind and heart illuminated. You got the glow like Bruce Leroy on The Last Dragon, right? So moved away from the wars. You done conquered stuff. Got over that. You're in a state of peace right now. You're in peace mode, and you're valuing like friendships and relationships, i.e. we're talking about the King of Cups here. Okay, so you're going to attract the opposite sex, or again, that type of relationship, if whatever your cup of tea is. And you could also be attracting strong business partnerships. Just remember to stay with your gut and make sure that you know what you're feeling about it, because any type of negativity, like we said before, or it could be deceit. You know what I mean? It could be fraud. But don't overanalyze like a delay in what you think is supposed to happen now. Don't actually get too stuck on that, because it's going to work to your favor and to your advantage. So there actually may be some long distance travel for you with business related that's actually going to be greatly beneficial to you financially. Okay, so let's get the next card up here. Bump moving right along, and we have the Devil card. Okay, which always makes people go dun 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 moment. But what this is meaning for you right now is that there's some indecision, and we need to figure that out so you can access your freedom. Okay, you may need to change your previous views to do this, and how you used to think may not be the way you need to think anymore. And you might have to grow, right? Remember, that's what you were doing. You were in the water with your spirit and your soul, and you were just really focusing on just learning that. And then the core is now you're ready to go out and you're magnetized. So now everything that you want in the world is going to come to you. The relationships, whether it's love life or business, it's going to come to you. Now you gotta really just focus on your willpower. Okay, stay persistent in the commitment that you have made to yourself. While you were out there in the water finding your soul, you came up with things and you said, okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to be. Don't deviate from that, especially to appease other people. Don't do that, okay? Stop blaming everyone outside of yourself. The opportunity needs repairs within you. So if you get pulled off course, you can't really blame them. You got to accept the fact that you were like the moth flying to the light, and you went there. You did it. They was just the bait, okay? Speaking of moth flying to the light, embrace your dark side. Combine its function with what you call the light. The dark is just a different frequency of light, just a different version of light. Stop trying to appear so perfect. Learn to enjoy your imperfections. You're going to need them. Learn to be okay with what you don't know. It's going to help you grow. All right, now here's the cool part about this. Check the card out. Study that card really good, because in traditional tarot, or often you'll find that the tarot card uses a pentagram, right? And that means, like, commonly all over the place in different schools of thought, it's related to faith. So that's a belief in others, or, you know what, I'm gonna say a belief in something outside of you, right? Faith. Normally when you associate faith, I'm not saying you can't have faith in yourself, all right? But what I'm going to tell you is going to tell you how to define that for you. So I feel that this faith was a faith external of you, and the reason why is because that is on normal, or more often seen on the Devil card in traditional tarot, has a pentagram. This deck actually has a hexagram. If you look on his chest, that is a hexagram, right? So it's also used in occult and ceremonial magic. It references the 7 old planets, right? And the key number for me there is 7, because 7 I always associate with answers. I don't know if you can see that, but we got the 7G going on there, because I'm all about the answers, the truth, right? So 7 came out there. So 7's about the answer. So the answer is what? Of course, the hexagram can be used for kind conjuring spirits, right? Conjuring spirits. So think about it. The pentagram was faith. I'm looking at that. I feel that energy as this message to you is that the faith that you had was outside of yourself, whether it was in the Most High, whether it was in people around you, and that probably set you up for a lot of disappointment. And now what's going on, the advice for the present is it's a shift going on with you. You're going to be shifting to the hexagram. You're going to upgrade. See, you're going from 5 to 6. And that's going to bring you 7, which is answers, okay? So what that means is that you're going to be now come into the power and control to be able to conjure the spirit. You're going to be able to call forth the things you need in your life. You're going to have stepped up from the level of having faith in the Most High to knowing that the Most High has given you the power to call on what you want in your life, okay? You're going from the 5 to the 6, and that will bring you to 7, which is the answers you seek. You cannot burn. Just don't burn both ends of the candle, okay? I think you're going to choose the right one, but you're going to choose one, all right? You don't play with the 5 and the 6. Once you get upgraded to the 6, stay with that 6. Hold on to that commitment that we were talking about earlier. Hold on to your love, baby, right? So, all right. So I think this is significant as it tells, again, that you lost faith in others. Now, don't think that I'm saying it differently, but it's what I just said, okay? You've lost faith in others, but that's the good news that comes from that is you found the power in yourself to call forth what you need in your life. Now, look at the card further because you got your hand is extended, right? You got, or the devil's hand is extended. The question is, are you the devil or is the devil got the strings on you and you're the puppet down there? Because the devil's 2 fingers is attached to 3 strings, all right? 2 plus 3 is 5. That's freedom. So remember, we were talking about 5 as far as with the pentagram was relative to faith. That's going to bring you to 6, which is the power to call forth your own spirits and what you need in your life, right? That's going to give you 7, which is the answers, and it's all about your freedom, okay? So I think you're not wanting to stay captive no more. That question earlier, would you stay or are you going to stay or are you going to go? I think this is all about you figuring out and plotting and charting your route to freedom, okay? Because see, the pointer finger controls whether they hear you or not. And if you point at them, they're going to be like, if you point at yourself, they're going to listen. The hand's going to come off the ear and they're going to be able to hear you because, of course, when you're talking about yourself, it makes them feel better, especially if it's a problem, right? So if you're talking about them, they may not want to hear it. But then again, flip that over. So if you're talking about a different conversation and you're talking about yourself, they don't want to hear it. But if you're talking about them, they want to hear it. So what I'm getting at is that pointer finger has control over whether they hear you or not, okay? Look at the hands, look at the strings. You see that? So keep that in mind and pay attention to that. Now, if you say F them with the middle finger, that's connected to the body. Now, see, you're also tethered to the body technically in this little, what we got going on here in this artwork. So if you say F them, it has something to do with releasing the body, okay? So we'll figure out if that's what you want or what you don't want. So the devil's hand is extended. The question is, are you the devil or is the devil maybe the person inviting you, the business that's inviting you? Don't necessarily associate the devil with being bad or wrong or negative things. Just go with the imagery here, okay? So, but nonetheless, this has something to do with the invitations that we're expecting for you from the above cards that we pulled earlier, okay? So now, the thing is that currently or prior to or right now anyway, the person, whether it's you on the end of the strings or off the end of the strings, they may be in some, look at them, they may be acting like some hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil type stuff, okay? But 5 is the freedom, and if you give them the finger and cut ties, that's going to set the body free. But if you point them into the right direction, that may also allow them to be in your favor, or maybe it's you on the strings because of the indecision. All right, so just keep all that in mind, because what we have next is bam, the Knight of Swords, okay? And what we're talking about with the Knight of Swords is this led me to start to feel that this is you. It's either you breaking free and leaving, right? Or if you actually are being represented by the devil in the card, the last card, the devil card, stop the video, rewind it, go do what you gotta do, study that card. But if you are the actual devil in the card, then this actually works out for your benefit. And when you cut them off the string, it's like a dog on a leash, in like a good way though. But when you cut them off the string, they're gonna go on a mission for you, for the greater good of what you got going on. The body is running in the night card there. See, that looks like the same body as the hooded one. It has a hood and everything. It looks like the same body that was just in the devil card with his hands on his head, covering his ears and everything. So that was the one that was on the puppet strings. Or, like I said, they're on a mission for you, and you were the devil that was in control. Remember, you got the power to summons what you want into your life and call it into action. And now I can tell this because if you look at those little specks on the bottom there by his feet, I'm going to show you this. See the little specks there? I'm going to go back and show you the devil card one more time. So see, the devil card got the little specks around his mind, around his head, okay? So what I'm getting at is those little specks around the mind, this is how I can tell that this is the same body and it's leaving the devil. Whether you're the devil or not, you may be the body, but anyway, it's leaving that scene because the little specks are the same. Just like when you running from something and you run past some papers or some leaves and they blow in the wind, you run this way, and everything comes with you a little bit and then falls back to earth. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in this picture, right? So those specks, the mind of the devil has caused the action of the feet. You know what I mean? Put some boots on the ground, got some action going. So I think the devil may be actually you in this situation, like, because we're talking about you going from 5 to 6. You got the power to call forth and call into action. So maybe this is really talking about this power to you get a handle on this, and it enables you to put things into action in your life for you, put things into work. So now the card actually carries the ability to excel in like law as like a criminal lawyer or judge. So think about again your situations, because the swords is about action, the swords is about change, the swords is about freedom. So you're gonna be able to not judge people, but you're going to be able to be the judge of at least your life. You're going to now take that responsibility, and think about criminal law. You are going to be able to now like articulate and maneuver in the battle of what you need to separate from what you don't have. See, you have the proper intellectual and communication skills to sway others, which is how you got this activity, you got whatever it is you called into your life, into the puppet strings, onto the puppet strings to work for you. And that's not saying it in a negative way, like it's got to be a bad thing, like you pimping. It's just saying that it's working for you now, whereas before it may have been a struggle. So that may promote you being in control of the strings, but be aggressive and take things into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? The feeling of this card is going to be victorious, active, and authoritative. Okay, so brave. You're gonna be invented. You're gonna be inventing new ways of doing things. You're gonna be the hero at the end of the day, and it's gonna take like overcoming some challenge and everything. Okay, so this is a mission actually to prove that you were right, possibly all along. Okay, there will be challenges to overcome, but know that none of these obstacles you're ready to face are gonna be too difficult at the end of the day. All right, it's all gonna be perfect for you. So, and that's going to bring you to this, like we pulled the 6 of Wands, and that's basically going to, all of this is going to return great news of victory and triumph. This is going to be your championship moment. Whatever you have planned, whatever you were thinking, it shall become. You have mastery over the animal nature in you, and you're going to control the spiritual energy. That's what all this is about. So see, go back. You might really be the devil in that card. If you're not the devil in that card, you're going to be working for the devil, and it's going to be to your benefit still. And I'm not saying the devil like Satan. Again, just to pick to go along with the artwork of the card, that's going to either be you calling the shots finally, and it's working to your advantage, or you're going to be part of something big where your effort and your work that you're doing, your skills, your superpowers are going to be really a part of the success of that. And that's why they're going to want you to come in, and you're going to get those calls for requests because they know they need you now. They didn't know that before. So just don't let your pride get in the way. That's really important because your present power has not come from yourself. It has come from the source. All right. It's only working through you. So don't make the mistake of thinking that you are the source of power. All right. This is so when you see people on there talking about, like I just put up a post like, oh snap, I did this astro dimensional traveling and I found out I'm Vishnu. You know what I mean? You like when you see that, don't be like, oh, because the power of stuff and the energy of stuff comes through you. You're a vessel. You're a transducer. So accept that, embrace it in your own life. Okay. So this, once you do that, it's a much greater joy than mistaking, like, thinking that you run everything energetically and all this stuff too. Like, remember before we were saying about you were playing the role of the devil possibly, right? And so if you were on the strings, you were on the strings, and there's a force, a entity, something behind you that's got you on this path of greatness, that you're great, go do something great. Now, if you're the devil, know that you have a devil behind you too, as far as the cards, like got you on the strings and stuff. That's what we're talking about here. Do not forget that you are not the source of power. Don't get too arrogant. Don't get too prideful. It's basically saying, just remember you have a devil too. Okay? But you're good. This is your championship moment. All right? Go out there, be victorious. I'm Pasha Paroh Y Net 7. This is actually Tarot Files. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Peace.